Janet Mills has begun to tout herself as a governor who brings people together, the kind of person who can reach across the aisle and work with Republicans. But, in 2019, when Republicans said yes to 3/4 of her bond proposals, this is how she reached out to them.
The Republican Party in this legislature has become the party of procrastination, the party of no. They're like sheep. I mean, I'm sorry, they're acting like sheep.
When she wasn't referring to state legislators as barnyard animals, she was defying their authority. In 2019, both houses of the legislature voted unanimously in favor of a joint order to recall a bill that added funding to nursing homes. It was a Democrat-sponsored bill, funded by Republicans with all of the funds they could control. But Mills wanted to stop the bill and prevent the funds from reaching these badly underfunded facilities. So, she simply ignored the bipartisan, unanimous joint order, defying the authority of the legislature. To the memory of everyone in the State House, it was the first time any governor had ever done this. When legislators reached out and asked to meet with her to discuss, her staff replied that such a meeting, quote, wouldn't go very well. She did this to stop a bill sponsored by a Democrat. And not just any Democrat. The president of the state Senate. Republicans begged her to reconsider, but she simply ignored their pleas. In the end, Mills successfully delayed the nursing home funding until the following year, during which several of them closed, citing a lack of adequate funding. In 2021, 4 Maine children died in the span of less than 3 weeks. In 3 cases, parents were charged. The 4th child died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The democratically controlled Government Oversight Committee voted unanimously to ask Mills to allow members to privately see the records on these cases so that they could assess the state's handling of them. The call for allowing committee members to privately examine these files was led by a Democratic senator. Governor Mills refused. Not only is Governor Mills unable to work across the aisle, she has repeatedly failed to work with those on her own side. In 2021, Mills implemented the most strict vaccine mandate for healthcare workers in the nation. It called for firing any healthcare worker who refused to become fully vaccinated. Other states called for regular testing and steps like mask requirements. After hospitals began to cut services because of staff resignations, one state senator, who is a Democrat and a physician, spoke out. He questioned the mandate, saying, quote, if everyone is wearing face shields and gowns, do we really need to be pushing the mandate so hard? Despite bragging about her prowess in reaching across the aisle and working with Republicans, Mills has instead insulted, ignored, and dismissed anyone who disagrees with her. She even regularly says no to those in her own party. The only thing bipartisan about Janet Mills is that she doesn't work well with either party.